it really doesn't benefit anybody to even have trust issues because at the end of the day, we need each other, right? So all trust issues really do is cloud our judgment and prevent us from having any type of meaningful experiences. But I do understand that maybe you could go through something that makes you begin to, not trust certain things in life, but that has to be built back up. So, how do we do that? Well, the first thing that I want to start with is just asking yourself, how much time do I spend alone? Because this will allow us to process our influences and our thoughts and feelings. And I know meditation, right? That's a very popular thing now, but meditation isn't only, it doesn't only apply to physical stillness. Basketball for me is a form of meditation. So anything that allows you to forget about time, to just zone out, be in a flow, that's a form of meditation. Something that's going to allow you to process your feelings. Because anytime I'm playing basketball, nothing else matters besides what I'm doing at that moment. But then what you begin to realize, if you have an interest or a hobby, an outlet, you begin to express yourself in other ways. And sometimes you may even realize afterwards, you may think of an idea, you may begin to have the ability now to reflect on what's going on. But you can't do that unless you have a way to express yourself first and process those emotions, process your thoughts and feelings. Which sort of leads me to the next point, right? And I was kind of flirting with it already, but you want to ask yourself, do you have any regrets? And that's the reflection part that I kind of touched on. And what you want to do here, well, first off, realize that throughout life we're going to experience some losses. We're going to experience mistakes. And that's why it's so important to, when those happen, to be able to reflect, learn from whatever you didn't do, learn what you can do better moving forward, and make sure that you apply those lessons going forward. But we're going to be unable to reflect and trust ourselves moving forward if we haven't done that first part. That's why I mentioned that first. To be able to process your emotions first, and then you could be logical, which is that reflection. Okay, where did I go wrong? And then how can I apply this going forward? One of the people I consider one of my advisors from a distance, he don't even know, is Ray Dalio. And he's basically, or what he does is global macro investing. Now, let me see if I can explain this right. He basically observes the world as a whole and how it's connected to try to figure out how it works, then makes bets on what will happen. Clearly in that space, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, a lot that he knows, doesn't know, possible mistakes. But one of the things that he's mentioned often that's helped sustain his success is pain plus reflection equals progress. So basically what I'm saying is pain minus reflection equals regret. It doesn't matter what experience you encounter if you have the resilience and trust that you'll be able to conquer any situation because of your ability to reflect. This last one that helps with building trust is trusting your ability to see the truth. So when someone reveals who they are, believe them. And this is more so probably a reminder than anything, because I believe a lot of us know this. It's just applying that, being mindful of that on a consistent basis. This is one of the reasons why no one has to earn my trust. You immediately start out with that. Nor do I put too much emphasis on first impressions, because how I operate is what you show me on a consistent basis will determine the level of trust that I'll have associated with you. So what helps with that is not making up a story in our minds, right? And not having expectations. That's a big one. Instead, be able to develop that trust to recognize who people are. And a lot of us have that already, which is why I said this is a reminder. You know who people are. Just be able to sit with that, accept that. Don't fight that feeling that you get inside when someone reveals their true character. And then you try to, no, maybe, right? So that's something else that's going to take practice. But being able to trust that you can recognize the truth in others is going to help you in the long run have better relationships and more meaningful experiences down the line as well. Basically, with all this being said, I guess the underlying thing here is don't protect your energy, guide your energy. I appreciate y'all listening though. To get started, I would just ask y'all to pay attention to anything that you're interested in, so you could at least get started on that first step, right? Which is having an outlet that will allow you to process your thoughts and feelings. So is there any interest that you have, anything that you can perhaps get into this today, this week, this month, that will allow you to express yourself? Let me know that below, and I'll see y'all in the next one.